Hello everyone. Today I will be exposing Steven Crowder. I wonder what other opinions Steven has on plant-based diets. Surely he has done his research. Right?
Veganism, this is something you don't hear a lot, is potentially much worse for the planet. No. Let me cycle through this. Omnivorous farming is actually a lot more sustainable than the vegan model. Mainly due to plowing, intense cropping. In the UK, the topsoil depletion is so bad that the farmers think they may actually never be able to harvest that land at all again.
Wow.
So the way to combat this, the topsoil, is just letting the land, just letting it return to being grazed pasture for a period, and that results in complete halting of the erosion, and it rebuilds the soil. What do you think is better for the environment? Eating venison from a deer you bagged yourself, or eating meat from your local yak farm, for all I know? Or fixing yourself $20 toast with avocados that were grown in Mexican tap water and tossed into trucks to travel 2,500 miles?
Now this line of argument comes straight from Joe Rogan's bro science rule of thinking, and it doesn't add up if you look at the maths, because there's 320 million people or thereabouts who live in the US, and about 30 million deer who live in the US. So how long can this be a viable alternative for? You see, when we're looking at alternatives and solutions, we have to look at whether or not those solutions can be applied on a larger scale. Things like climate change, global warming, and food scarcity, increased droughts. We have to look at solutions that can actually feed billions of people, and sending everyone out of a high-powered rifle to go and shoot a deer quite clearly isn't a solution. It will in fact cause even more instability within ecosystems and within the environment. And that's why a plant-based agricultural system is the most viable and credible alternative, because as the science is very succinctly proving, the only way that we're going to feed a growing population with finite land and increasingly finite resources is by reducing the amount of land that we need for agriculture. And the only way that we can do that is through a plant-based diet.
So little Stevie tried to play the I gotcha game on vegans, claiming it's more sustainable and efficient to hunt and kill animals instead of purchasing plant products from other nations. Let's look at two options to feed an entire nation with animal products: factory farming and hunting. First, like Earthling Ed said, there's not enough animals in this world to hunt. The common deer would go extinct quickly if everyone hunted them for food. Then people would have to go and find a different animal to hunt and kill, resulting in the rise of animal extinction. Millions of people don't have the time and money to hunt. Ask anyone who actually hunts. It's not as easy as the movies make it to be, or any type of survivor show on cable network. Even if you had the money to buy all the modern proper gear, instead of using a spear or bow and arrow, it could take days to even track an animal, and you cannot guarantee yourself a kill. The animal can escape and survive. It's impossible to regulate hunting between millions of people. How would you even go about regulating hunting for that many humans? Can a single man have the right to hunt and kill as many animals as a family of 10 people to feed throughout the year? That's why there's hunting permits, and those permits are limited. Now let's take a look at the other option, such as factory farming pigs, cows, chickens, yaks, or any other animal. Steven was assuming it's not efficient to buy avocados from Mexico, because not only do they require a lot of water, but also having to transport them. Steven believes it's more efficient to destroy land, to make room to grow crops. Spend money and fresh water to grow the plants. Destroy more land to make room to raise animals. Transport those plants to feed the animals. Transport more fresh water to animals so they can drink. Then transport the animals to kill. I don't know about you, but animal agriculture, such as raising yaks on a farm, seems to include a lot of transportation and the use of fossil fuels. Far more than transporting fruits and vegetables. Want to know something interesting about farming plants? As technology improves, farms are now growing plants in what are known as vertical farms. They can plant indoors in the middle of a city, and they farm vertically, which saves space, while also using less water and soil, or no soil at all. Since these farms are in cities, they don't require a lot of transportation to get the food to grocery stores. Isn't it interesting to know that vegans don't just eat avocados? Why did Steven not take into account that hunting is not sustainable for the billions of people living on Earth? Why did he also believe that yak farming, or just animal farming in general, is better for the environment than a plant-based diet? Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And of course, we'll leave off with showing how Steven's own followers are upset at him. If you don't believe me, feel free to check the comments section on Steven's own video.
Oh, is that what they told you? Well, so you're just lazy with your research?